So I have a week's residency as part of the Rip It Up season here in Tramway 1, and it's an opportunity for me to come and work in Glasgow, which I really love. And what I've got planned for Tramway is it's a 1-week residency, which is part of the development of a new piece of work called Extremely Bad Dancing to Extremely French Music. Well, I don't think it's making a comment on the piece. It's saying it's extremely bad dancing to extremely French music, which is the title of 2 of the solos. We arrived at the title and it seems to be having some success because it's generating quite a lot of interest. I think the piece is really good, and I think the title is really good. It's got live piano, Tim Parkinson, it's got some good dancing and some deliberately bad dancing, and it's got a beautiful big red bass drum. I am quite a political person. I have quite radical political views, I guess. Well, Matteo and I certainly started off with this idea or an intention to include something overtly political, and it's proving really, really difficult. Although as an intention, it remains there, and there's certain kind of oblique references to being overtly political, like banging a drum. That metaphor. There is one solo which is called Extremely Left Wing, and involves an interesting rendition of the Internationale. What brought me to dance? I used to do folk dancing, circle dancing, so I was quite interested in that. And then the absolute truth was, I was hitchhiking around France and Germany when I was about 24, 25, walking along a dusty road, and this thought just dropped into my head, and I thought, when I get home, I'm going to dance. I went back to Findhorn, where I live in Murray, started doing creative movement classes, started off as a chicken breaking out of an egg, progressed slowly to bigger birds that could fly like eagles. And then somebody recommended that I went off and trained. I live in the Findhorn Eco Village up in Murray, in the northeast of Scotland. It's about 4 hours drive from Glasgow. It's rural Scotland, and it's not as much of a strange place to live as an artist as it might seem if you live in Glasgow. It's got an extraordinary, broad and thriving arts and cultural scene. Because I also run Bodysurf Scotland, which is an arts production and promotion company, is we bring the world to us, and the world likes coming to us. Because in our lunch breaks we can go for a walk on the beach and dip in the sea, and have meetings in cafes overlooking the beautiful Findhorn Bay. I love the tramway. I love the fact that there's lots of different activities going on, from the community to visual art exhibitions to performances, and there's a network of people. So what I'm doing as part of Rip It Up is continuing the development of the piece. So at the end of the week, on the 14th, Saturday the 14th, at 7:30 I believe, we'll be showing a work in progress. It'll be a 20-minute extract of the piece, and I'm interested in how people might find it, because it's very useful for me and for us just to get a sense of how people, what people think, because it's still a bit of a mystery to me. It's quite an absurd piece in some ways.